Hello guys, and thank you for tuning in. Well, this is a entry vlog that I wish I didn't have to make. Last Friday my dad passed away. He died. He had a stroke, like I mentioned on my latest vlog, and he was recovering in the hospital. Everything seemed to be going well. He had a heart attack, and he passed away exactly a week ago. So I wanted to do a vlog, but it's been such a hard week for me, you know. It's been horrible, to be quite honest, to say the least. Not only because my dad passed away, but because I am very, very far away. I couldn't make it to the funeral. I couldn't make it to see him while he was in the hospital. My cousin Gabriela was taking care of him all the way till the end, and it's been very emotional for me. You know, I still have to carry on with my life and grieving at the same time. A lot of emotions have come the last week, not only because of the death of my father, but memories and things. And you know, my mom and my dad separated when I was like around 10 years old. So we had a normal upbringing as a divorce or as a broken family. We will see my dad every now and then. As we grow older, things got a little bit more and more distance, and you know, after, you know, moved away to go to another country here and there, and you know, we just don't see each other, and we lost contact, we lost touch really. And I contacted, we reconnected again a few years ago, and he came here to visit me, and met my daughter and everything. And it was very, very nice. I thought it was the beginning of our relationship again. And little did I know that he will pass away so fast and so quick. So really, I saw my dad once after like 20 years or so. So it's been devastated, really. So anyways, I just want to share a little bit about that. I know it might be a little bit personal and all of this, but what I really want to say is, you know, it is true what they say when you know your loved ones, and you know, just get in touch with them and really try to reach out and try to heal any wounds and everything. But I don't want to make this vlog entry something sad or something that is you know, I don't want to share too much of my anger and frustrations and regrets and all of this dark emotions, because at the end of the day, it's the life of my dad. So I just want to like introduce a little bit about what my dad was about. My dad studied law. He was apparently wanted to be a lawyer or so. But he actually, I don't think he ever finished his studies, so he actually became a big photographer in Venezuela, and he made a name for himself, really, really big, and you know, and he taught as well in a university. So he, you know, I see that as an inspiration. You know, I talk on my vlogs about, you know, following your passion and following your dreams, and really say no to the status quo, and say no to things that you really don't want to do. My dad, I could never imagine my dad as a lawyer or doing something like that. He is he was a true artist, you know. And even when he retired, he moved to a small village in Venezuela by the sea, by the beach, Chuao. And in Chuao you find the best cacao in the world, or one of the best, and it's a small village. To like you know, they have like the very folklore way of doing chocolate, the cacao processing and all of this. And you know, that was, he spent his last years there as a true, you can say, outlaw, because you know, it's like it's a very small village. You know, when you live in this kind of places, it's usually because you were born there and that, but you don't move from the city to go and live in such a small village and carry on with your artistic life. And he was, until the end, really taking photos in all of his projects, and his love for that place, Chuao, is really overwhelming, really, you know. So, you know, I feel that we have to follow our own path, like my dad did, you know, until the very end. And it's an inspiration for me. It's a reminder again of following my own dreams and my own journey, and you know, and get encouraged by this, you know, by seeing his life of you know. And he comes from a different generation, you know. He died, he was 69, you know, he just turned 69. And he died a few weeks later. But he comes from that generation, you know, that you have to go and be a lawyer, you have to go be a doctor, and even, you know, if you don't like it, that's irrelevant, really. That's what people need to study, and he said no, you know. He went and said, I want to be a photographer, and he was a visual guy and a true artist. Even the way he dressed and the way he carried himself, all the way till the end, he is a fucking true artist, really. So I'm very proud of my dad, and you know, a real inspiration in that sense. So the distance and all the separation, I try to put it on the side, you know, and have it there, and then and take that as a true like a true path, you know. I see so many people, and even in my family, I mean, if you see, for example, even my father-in-law, he knows how to draw very, very good. It's amazing skills that they have. My mother's a doctor, but my mom, when she draws, when she comes and visits and draw with my daughter, paintings and stuff, I'm godsmacked, you know. You can see that they have some kind of talent that it was never developed, or it was never really cultivated. My dad tells me that when he decided to go into photography, he got a lot of shit from his dad and his family. No real encouragement, no real support. It's very important for us as artists to get support, and sometimes if we don't get the support, we still have to go and do it anyways, like my dad did, and he helped so many people. The amount of people that have reached out through social media after the death of my father has been overwhelming to me, you know. Become friends with people that I don't really know, but they tell me, your dad changed my life, he taught me so much about photography, and you know, it's really, really overwhelming. So the message on this for this entry vlog is that, you know, I want to celebrate my dad's life and follow on his footsteps, you know. And hopefully I'm doing this with my music. My dad was a visual guy. I'm into music, and I really only quite recently, a few years ago, I said, you know what, fuck this shit, man. This is my life. I need to do what's right for me, and I want to dedicate my life to my art, to my passion. So we're gonna go deep, and we're gonna try. We're not gonna try. We're gonna do it. You know. So. You know, there is no plan B. We are burning all the bridges, and we're not really saying, well, if this doesn't work out, maybe we can go and be a lawyer, or if this doesn't work out, maybe I can go and get a job in the corner shop or whatever. You know, we're going all in, you know, and following the footsteps of my father, but obviously I have my own journey. But following that as an inspiration is the only person in my family that I know that had the balls to actually say no, and had the balls to say, you know what, I'm gonna go and do this, you know, and just roll the dice, man. And he made a name for himself, really, really big, and really he won awards and everything. And people around the world, man, you know, in the photography community, you know, that is something to be proud of. You know, I'm sure he's happy with his mission in his life, because we all have a mission, we all have a journey to travel. And you know, my cousin said that the very last time he spoke to him, he wanted to have his camera. He was still in the hospital, and he didn't have his camera, but you know, he took a few pictures with a mobile phone of my cousin, but he wanted his camera even at the end, you know, to just take pictures. He took some pictures and showed me around a little bit about the hospital where he was. But even at the very end, he wanted to just take pictures. You know, I guess it's a way of documenting, and in a vlog kind of way, but with photos. So that's that, man. You know, let's keep shit real. Let's rock and roll, man. And hope these videos find you well. And see you on the other side. All right, take care.